I'm excited to welcome on one of the top commits in 2021 now, and the newest member of Seton Hall, Todd Powell. What's going on today, bro?
Man, sweet. Man, I'm doing good. I'm excited.
Absolutely, man. Well, you're going to be going to Seton Hall now. Take us through the motions.
Man, my mom told me when I was younger, she always wanted me to go outside the state. So, it's exciting because, it's a different coast. It's on the East Coast. I'm able to meet new people, experience new things. Uh, I just can't wait to be on the campus and, meet the whole people because everybody's been showing me love. So,
You just mentioned an interesting point. I mean, California's got a ton of schools, but as you just said, your mom wanted you to go outside the state. What kind of was the reasoning behind that?
well, she wanted me to just experience new things. For me personally, I want to mature in a way to where I make my own decisions and do things on my own. This is a decision that I made. You know, I I took this risk, and if something that were to happen, that'll be on me. I have to be a man about it. It's just maturing factor for me.
And right when you told me Seton Hall, I mean, that's a place I could see you fit right into. I mean, you obviously play with that grit and grind. You have your size. I mean, you're going to fit perfectly out there. Just how excited are you to be able to get out there and be coached by that coaching staff?
And it's gonna be fun because I know Coach Grant. I hear about Coach Grant all the time. And, I heard that he was a good player. He gets down and hard and grimy over there too. I'm gonna bring that same energy all over to the East Coast. Have that hard hat on. Be able to work.
Now, you weren't obviously it happened quite the summer you really wanted to because of COVID stuff. No AAU really. Obviously, not taking any visits. Do you think anything possibly could have changed if you could have went on some more visits and seen other schools across the country?
For me, just I would have just kept my same mentality. My same mentality is just to go hard every time. I would have been able to take visits and stuff like that. Uh, you know, it's kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, I took this time to get better. And from there, it's just a blessing, really.
And you're not the first guy. There's another guy already out there in Ryan, an elite scorer, another great guard. You have a relationship with him yet, and how's that kind of building up?
I actually met him playing at the Elite 100.
Hmm.
We had a short conversation. I played with him. He's a good guy on and off the court. I hope I get to talk to him more. I didn't even know how he got my number, but he had my number. Text me, was like, "Yo, it's Ryan. You need to buy this." Like, it's all good times though. I can't wait to catch up with him. So,
Now, being in California, you're used to the sun, used to the perfect weather all year long. It's gonna be a little bit
yo,
different out there on the East Coast. How do you plan to adjust to that?
man, I know the East Coast got all 4 seasons, so it's, it's gonna be a little bit hard. Their 70s is like hot, and that's cold to us. So that's gonna be a hard transition. But other than that, I'm down to experience all the 4 seasons. Try something different. So
Without a doubt. Now, take us through this recruiting process. I mean, you had a lot of other offers. Who are some of those schools that were in the mix for you?
the schools that were in the mix for me was Pepperdine, Nevada, UC Irvine, UC Riverside, TCU was in there, Long Beach, New Mexico. It was quite some it was some schools back in there. I had some Pac-12 schools towards the end. Uh, just from there, I just felt good, with Seton Hall really. So
Would you say there was another school that kind of was second or third, maybe another top two, one or two other schools that were really with you until like pretty much the very end?
Nevada and Pepperdine were with me.
Absolutely. And so, talk about those two programs. Just what do you like about them, and why were they appealing to you?
For me, Pepperdine, Coach Romar's done a great job recruiting me. You know, he's been there since the start of this recruiting process. He's seen something in me. He's been to like practically like half of my games.
Mhm.
Um, we had a relationship to where it wasn't just always basketball. This with all the same coaches, but having a conversation with a coach and being able to laugh, like you wouldn't even think he's like older. You think like he's 6, 17. So having that conversation with coaches, just about life in general is just it's actually good. So having that chemistry is good.
No, and that's something I think a lot of guys talked about. Obviously, you guys would probably rather go on visits right now, but sitting home, just having to talk to coaches pretty much through the phone or Zoom all the time. What was that like? Trying to really just getting to talk to coach one on one, or maybe one on whoever else was with you on that call.
For me, being in the Zoom call, it's like it's crazy because it's literally everybody in the Zoom call and it's just you. It's just like, yo, what's up? What's up? It's not like in real person, so it's kind of different. But at the same time, it was a good adjustment. Uh, they still showed the same love. I had to do virtual tours and stuff like that, but other than that, it's still a good experience.
Absolutely. And so your offer from Seton Hall obviously came in the very beginning of July, July 2nd is when you announced it. How are they able to kind of grow such a great bond with you in just about a couple months?
For me, like I said, Coach Grant actually started recruiting me back last year, EYBL, when I played 16 with Why Not. I actually got injured that game, and I played the next game throughout my injury. And from there, we kept it going for the most part. Coach Grant just been there. He's been there throughout the thick and thin, really. So,
That's big time. So you'll be a part of the Big East. How excited to be able to be a part of that conference?
man, the Big East is like that's like to me that's one of the best conferences out there. I came with to play the competition. You know, it's gonna be way grimier guys and stuff like that. And I gotta set my mark because I'm from the West Coast and I gotta create my own wave and do things. I gotta represent Seton Hall. I represent the Hall, represent New Jersey. I gotta put them on my back. Uh, it's gonna be a movie.
And I think each state kind of has their own kind of characteristics about how they play high school basketball, how they play basketball in general. And you are a California guy, but as I said earlier, you do have that grit and grind. You have that physicality about you. How excited you just be able to be surrounded by guys that play a lot like you?
For me, it's gonna be fun because it's like when I played my high school, we're all hard and grimy. I actually just been it didn't even come naturally. I just wanted to just compete. My coaches taught me just how to compete. Play defense. Have that mentality of just I feel disrespected. This might give me a bucket. I feel disrespected. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like my job is to either stop them on defense or we're gonna get a bucket back. It doesn't have to be me per se, but we're gonna have to get a bucket back. So that I feel disrespected. So it's just the mentality that I have. So I got to go at you 100%.
And you mentioned your high school season. You had another big time year, back-to-back state champions. What this past year feel like?
Man, this past year has been crazy. I had the game winner back in the junior year. It was crazy. I feel like it would have been a good transition going into state. We were gonna go to state again, and from there that's when COVID happened. You know, but throughout this whole summer, I'm preparing for my senior year. Every year is a year to get better. Even if it's the small things or the big things. We always have things to work on. I always believe I have things to work on. Even if let's say we win a national state championship, I still feel like there's some things that we can improve on and, win 3 more or however more. We're gonna keep this going. I'm always that type of guy where I never feel satisfied. I don't feel like I reached my peak yet. I'm still working hard and stuff like that. But at the same time, I just never feel satisfied. I feel like we can do more and accomplish more. We gotta be one of the greatest out here. So
Mm-hmm. You started off at St. Bernard's and obviously transferred out to Ribet. When did the decision to transfer?
for me, St. Bernard's treated me well. Freshman year, it was actually an eye opener for me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, would have me transfer from St. Bernard's to Ribet. My old AAU coach from middle school was coaching at the high school. And I'm not gonna lie because I actually like St. Bernard's and being in that environment where it's like, uh, it's more predominantly black kids like me. I kind of felt comfortable that way. You know, Going to Rebay, it was kind of like it was a culture shock to me. But at the same time, I didn't like I didn't know what to do because my school's predominantly Asian and Armenian and stuff. And me going in our first day, I was like, I didn't know what to do. I said hi, and they looked at me and was like, they walked away. I'm like, I just said hi, like, but at the same time, I adjusted. I made a lot of friends that were very quick and easily. It wasn't a bashful at all. I feel like it was a really good transition. So
This past season, mid-year, you had a massive addition to the team in Tre White. What was it like getting him in there and playing with him?
Tre just fit in perfectly. He's from Texas, but you know, my family from Texas, so it don't matter. But anyway, Tre's been a really good addition to the team. Just his vibe and everything on and off the court. It's just it's great to have him on the team. He was a really good addition. It just made us even more of a daily routine. I feel like throughout this last year, for me, uh, this is gonna be Tre's year. So, his ranking right now is gonna go up. I'm just letting y'all know now. So he's gonna only keep getting better. So
Now, you being the kind of player you are, I'm sure some of the big prep schools have reached out to you. Was that ever something you kind of considered?
prep schools, I kind of stayed down and 10 toes with Ribet. You know, uh, prep schools did reach out to me. Uh, But at the same time, I feel like I have something good going at Ribet. I can create something at Ribet. Uh, is I can create everything at Ribet. I can say my way at Ribet.
So as you keep saying, I mean, you have 1 year left. Hopefully, you guys get to play it whenever that does end up taking place. What would you say
Yep.
would be a successful senior year for you? What do you need to do and accomplish for it to be successful for you?
For me, I just want to be honest. For me, I just want to keep winning, keep this win streak going. I want to be able to get another state ring. We came up short because of Corona issues. We would have been able to play in state and go back to back.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back to back to back. I want to go back to back like 3 times. So that's my goal. I want to make people around me better. I want to be that leader to where everybody look up to and be like, if anything was to go wrong and if my teammate has attitude or he's like mad, I want to help him. I want to be able to help him. Like, hey, it's all right. Go to the next possession. You good. You solid. I want to be that leader on and off the court. I want to make people, I want to make the underclassmen at my school, learn from me. I learn from my mistakes, so they won't make the same ones that I did. That was, in their shoes. So.
Now, for you personally, what do you think you're capable of averaging next season?
For me, probably, I'm going for double doubles, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming at everybody in California. I got love for my guy, Peyton Watson, all the people in Cali, but I gotta go at them, They're my guys, but that's what made us come together in Cali, competition.
And for AAU wise, if you would have had it, you're gonna run with Team Why Not? Why did you choose to go with them?
I chose to run with them because it's a good program all around. Like I said, they seen something in me when I played my game in my sophomore year. They see something in me that other AAU teams really didn't. So me running with them was actually a learning lesson for me. Seeing all the guys like Namari and Jalen, that made me become made me realize I can really do this. I can really hang with a high tier AAU team. So them seeing something in me and them giving me a shot to put on the team was like a really blessing. I want to thank them for
Without doubt. And now, are you hearing you're going to have any AAU games? What's that going to look like for you guys, or if you will have any games this year?
that. I'm not sure yet. They haven't let me know about it, but if we do, then it's gonna be movies. So I'm just letting y'all know now. I'm playing defense. I'm playing defense till it's 0 seconds on the clock. I don't care. I do not care.
Now, what would you say is the biggest thing you want to prove by the time next time you get back on the court? If that is AAU, if that is high school, what do you want to prove?
To be honest, I want to improve my ball handling and maintaining my composure. If things aren't going right for me, it's on to the next possession. you know, I feel like I've done a good job with that throughout my years of playing basketball because, you know, it was hard. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little crybaby. But, you know, I feel like I did a good job maintaining my composure, you know, going to the next possession. Because, you know, at the end of the day, it's the game. It's gonna happen. You're gonna have off games. You're gonna have, you know, you're gonna be on. You just gotta, you know, handle it properly. Uh, but you know, that and just ball handling.
Couldn't agree more, man. A couple more things in terms of your commitment. We know a couple guys out there, someone like Miles Powell. Is that someone you kind of look to that you think you could play a lot like, or if not from you, what's the player you relate to as a former Seton Hall player?
For me, I want to come in and dominate. I want to make a name for myself. You know, I look up to Miles Powell. I seen him, you know, get better from freshman, you know, senior year. Man, it was so nostalgic just seeing all the old highlights and stuff like that. But you know, I want to create something for me. Uh, I want to do something. I want to do things that's never been done. So.
And you're going in now that you commit as the 11th highest recruiting in Seton Hall history. So now that you're one of the top players ever to go there, what does it mean to you?
For me, it's honestly a blessing, really. I'm not gonna lie. Them even being able to recruit me, being on the West Coast, is even like more of a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Grant and Coach Willard, I want to thank them for everything. So.
And so we know, obviously, we've talked about Ryan a little bit. Is there anyone else you want to try adding on now to this 2021 recruiting class?
Oh, for me, man, there's some dogs in 2021. It's a lot. You know, to be honest, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of people that are good in 2021. But, you know, I don't care. Anybody's welcome on board. You just gotta play for me, you know, go hard. That's all that matters.
Is there anyone currently on the team right now that you know that you have a pretty good relationship with?
I don't have a relationship with anybody on the team. I do. Me and Ryan are developing one right now, but I don't have any relationship with anybody on the team.
Gotcha, man. A couple more things before I let you go. One of them is I do know you have in your bio talking about your editing. Take us through that and what your passion is for editing.
Oh, for me, I watch a lot of anime, so for me, you know, I've seen other people, you know, do edits, you know. I was like, you know what, I want to try this. So I had this software on my computer, started doing it. Everybody was like, yo, this is hard. Like, how do you do this? I'm like, I don't know. I just did it. Just from there, you know, just a passion for editing is just something I do on my off time, really. You know, if I'm at home, you know, after a workout or something, you know, I'll either play like a video game or watch anime. You know, I'll upload clips onto my computer, and then from there, I use Adobe Photoshop or Adobe After Effects or Sony Vegas. You know, make the edits, you know, more like, you know, flashy. So,
when did you first start doing that?
for me, I first started doing that 8th grade.
Okay.
7th grade.
So in terms of career outside of basketball, is there anything you've looked at possibly want to pursue when you're done playing basketball?
For me, anything with the camera, for me, I want to pursue anything with the camera or computers.
Without a doubt, man. As you know, I was like wrapping up talking about your legacy, talking about what you want to achieve throughout the rest of your life. By the time you walk away from the game someday, what do you want your legacy to be for what you do both on the court as well as off of it?
For me, on the court, I want to be able to just be the best I can be, really. I want to feel like, you know, when I get old, like in my late 40s, I just be like, that's my time, you know. I want to just pass it on to my kids, you know. But for me, I want to accomplish a lot of things. I want to get more. If I go to the NBA, hopefully, I want to get more. I want to be a champion. I want to be a champion. That's what I want to do. Off the court, I want to get back to my family, of course, and get back to my community. And I really mean that because people, you know, in my neighborhood, they see me walk by, and they see me, and they show love, and you know, it's just a blessing. And I really don't come from like a really like, you know, stable and safe environment. So, you know, me seeing the people and kids, you know, getting caught up in what's happening and like my neighborhood is just like it's kind of heartbreaking in a way, but at the same time, I hope I can help them someday. I hope I can help all the people that are struggling one day. I really want to be able to do that. I want to be able to make an impact.
That's awesome, man. And for your last thing, man, before I let you go, three things. What's your three biggest things you want to achieve and accomplish while you're at Seton Hall?
Uh, national championship, sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's national championship. Uh, the Jerry West Award or something like that. I think it's called the
Mm-hmm.
Jerry. I want to accomplish those two things. I don't know. I'm not sure what about the last one. The last one, go undefeated. Go undefeated. I want to go undefeated.
For sure.
Sure.
Well, I definitely appreciate you taking time to come on again, my guy, and congratulations on the commitment again, bro. Of
I appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time to interview me.
course, man. You know you're always welcome on, man. God bless.
Thank you.
I see you, bro.